welcome back. I'm here with Liz at Gadsby's Tavern. Hi, Liz.
Hey.
So, who is Gadsby?
So Gadsby was our most famous tavern keeper. He operated the City Hotel from 1796 to 1808. He really put this place on the map, and it's why people come here today, because he was a really great tavern keeper and man who could throw a great party.
Okay, and we're above what now? You're standing on the location of the original ice well hatch. What's an ice well?
So the ice well, think of it as your 18th century refrigerator. This one, as we'll explore here in a minute, is a very large one. So think of this as the industrial refrigerator. And it stored ice from the river that was chopped by enslaved workers and dragged up the street and dropped down this hatch.
Which hatch? What? There was a hole
here? Little puppy right there. Yep, there was a hole that ice was dropped down below.
Oh. Well, if only there was a way we could see that.
Oh gosh, I don't know. How can we do that? Let's go around here.
Alright, what is this? What's over here?
So this is the ice well.
Oh, look at that.
I'll let you take a moment to see the super coolness.
What am I looking at?
So this is the ice well. Like I said, it's super big. The only reason you can see this today is because in the 1970s, this was restored by the city and was opened up. A piece of it was opened up for the public to peer down. So you can see how deep it is. There's a small little hatch that actually attaches the ice well to the City Hotel next door. So the enslaved workers would have to crawl through this little tunnel, go down ladders to chip off ice to take to the hotel. So again, this was a large ice well to service the hotel.
Okay. What did they do with the ice? Can you show us an example?
So the ice was used for cooling beverages, not necessarily in your drink like you think of today, but more of cooling the outside of your glass, and then you would have your drinks were cool. It was also used for a very popular newfangled dessert of the day called ice cream. I think we're all familiar with that now. Oh, and we might get arrested.
Yeah, we'll give them a second. They're off making things safe. Sorry, you said something newfangled called what?
So ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yes, I think we're all familiar with that, but in the 18th century, a little bit different flavor palette than we would think of today. Some of the most popular flavors were oyster, parmesan, or asparagus.
Oh, yeah.
And oftentimes they were formed into molds. So I have an asparagus mold here.
Whoa.
So then you would put your ice cream in here and put it very beautifully on a plate.
Could I
Absolutely.
touch it? So you can see it looks like an asparagus in there. And you just clamp it down on somebody. I want to do that to you. Here you go. So, the other ones looked like the flavor they were too?
We're most familiar with this. There's other baskets and different shapes that they would form the ice cream into and present it for dinner.
And the tavern has its own attraction as well. What's going on inside the building?
So the tavern, the museum itself is actually two buildings. So the restaurant's inside the City Hotel, which was built in 1792. And then the entrance to the museum is in the 1785 building. So you get to explore the evolution of hospitality and see how travel changed over the course of the 18th century, all the different happenings here in America that impacted our life early as a nation. And the last room you see on your tour is probably our most famous room, where George Washington had his birthnight ball in 1798, 1799.
Ooh.
And Thomas Jefferson had his inaugural banquet in 1801.
Well, that's so cool.
Anyone can come see the ice well.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily part of your tour, but we do talk about it, and you can actually touch and play with your ice mold on our tour. So we experience it inside, and then you can come see the ice well outside.